Yeah, so let's go in here and get set up, and let's get right on it. I'm gonna get you guys plugged in. We're gonna get some feathers out, and we're gonna get started as soon as I can get this figured out. There we go. I gotta plug my phone in. That sucker, I leave the screen on, the background screen on or whatever, because it makes my videos download faster to YouTube. One day I'll figure out how to turn it on and off so that way I can turn it off whenever. Hey, what's up, Caitlin? You made it. What's up, Mike Outdoors? Let's see if I can get this camera back here. So today we're tying jigs. I'm hurrying. I gotta tie some jigs for anyway, I gotta tie some jigs for some kids, for like a little fishing derby for kids. Anyway, they need some prizes. We're gonna tie up some prizes. We're gonna start with these orange ones. Gotta get my wife's shoes down here. Let's see. We'll get to my boxes of stuff eventually. Yep, gotta get jiggy with it. That is right. I gotta get all my stuff sorted out here, and then we'll get jiggy with it. All right, that should be all we need to get started. We keep them black and orange feathers on hand. Those are my favorite ones to color. We ain't even gotta dig in no boxes to get those out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Get this little box open, if I can open it without spilling these jigs. I ordered from the same place and they sent me some different jigs this time. Which box was it? It was this box. Let's check them out real quick, because I've been ordering the same jigs and they sent me this, and I ordered them from the same company, and I don't know if it's just the box that's different or what. Yeah, it's a different style box. See, they usually come in these rectangular boxes, or these long ones. These ones came in a thicker box, so it kind of weirded me out. I hadn't checked them out yet. That was the first time we checked them out, guys. I did prepare a little bit. I cut the keepers off of these. So, what's up, guys? An all orange one worked well with perch and gills for me. Yeah, here in Oklahoma we have really stained or muddy water most of the time, due to wind or rain or a combination of both. And so orange works here most of the year. And so it's my favorite color to tie, but I like to do a black undercoat. And then I'll have a primarily orange body. And of course some orange feathers. But yeah, Caitlin Taylor, you know, the wind here is, the wind or the rain or the combination of the two is always stirring something up or knocking tree limbs down. Or people always talk about waiting for the perfect weather to go fishing. There ain't no such thing in Oklahoma. It's either hot, cold, windy, or raining. Trapped the turtle and he escaped. All right, guys, what I just did with them feathers is I went through there and I cut like little 3/8 sections of the vein. We'll get on to why I did that in a minute. I just cut a little pile of them, so that way I'll already have them ready. It makes this jig tying process go so much faster. We're going to get a couple orange feathers, and we're going to do the same thing, guys. We're going to start at the tip of the feather. Just snip it out of there. And then go about 3/8 to 1/2 inch, whatever you like the best. On these smaller hooks, we're going to do about 3/8. We're not going to go quite 1/2 inch. And it can vary a little bit. It doesn't really matter. Not too much, or it'll be noticeable, but a little bit, it ain't going to matter too much. Then when it starts getting thick, I just throw this part of the feather away, guys. Feathers are cheap. This is a nice feather right here. Again, I'm just going to cut the top out of there. This one's a little bit harder to find the vein on. There it is. 3/8 to 1/2 inch, something like that. It'll all look all right they'll look the same once they're on the jig. Yeah, once again, once it gets thick. Hey, that muddy creek I was telling you about the other day, I stopped by there today and it's still up a little bit much, but in a couple days I think it will be just right. Yeah, that particular muddy creek, tomorrow I've got to fix the my 3.5 horse motor. Me and the wife are actually going to go down there and take the boat out. I actually need to go catch some perch at some point. So I have to fix that motor tomorrow. We might do that on a live. It's just got bad gas in it, so we might have to rebuild the carburetor, not 100% sure. But either way, we're going to take the boat down there. I want to go exploring. Can't wait to go fishing this Memorial weekend. Yeah, it should be interesting, to say the least. We're going to start a black undercoat of feathers. Then we're going to put on 2 pieces of this orange feather, these little sections that I cut out. I really need to do the math and find out exactly what fish do I want to get. Catfish. With these jigs, crappie for either eating or for bait. Hey, you guys, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, we're tying these jigs. These are all coming out of my pocket. I'm donating them to a fishing derby for kids, so that way they'll have prizes to win. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribed. I got a 3-footer catfish. It was crazy. Yeah, catfish get freaking huge. It's pretty cool, man. They're definitely up there as one of my favorite species to catch. But I like catching some underrated species too, like drumfish and bluegill on light gear. I like fishing for bluegill with 4-pound test, and when we hook a big one, it gets pretty crazy. I want to try using some 2-pound test. That would be pretty crazy. Crap, my fingers won't work. There we go. You guys can go through.
I know. I'm trying to get her to go. Go, Cambry.
Don't knock down my thing. Ty Cromer, I appreciate it, man. We're gonna tie like 40 of these jigs. There's the first one down, guys. Nice hairline. You can lose a pole on some of them big cats when they bite. Hell of a hit. Yeah, no doubt. He ain't gang. Tyler Cromer, I really appreciate it, brother. I really do. That's what we're going to be working with, guys. See that black undercoat? Once it gets wet, all it does, that black, makes this orange darker so it stands out better. And I've started playing with tying undercoats on my jigs, and now I don't even want to tie jigs without it. Have I ever caught bowfin? No, but you know what? I really want to catch some bowfin. I know they have them here in Oklahoma because we got a state record for them in the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife magazine. But I think that they're close to Arkansas somewhere because I know they have them pretty abundantly in Arkansas. Weston Outdoors. Yeah, Caitlin's going to be a moderator too. Yeah, but if anyone gets on there being like inappropriate or rude, you can get rid of them. Do you want to frame the jig? Caitlin, I'll make you some jigs. David Lopez, what's up? Yeah, guys, we're strictly here for tying jigs, and that's it, guys. Tying jigs and talking about fish. What's up, everybody? Going flies for? How long have I been tying jigs? For a year. Maybe a little over a year now. We're going to tie my murder hornet pattern. We'll probably tie like 10 of these, and then just to keep you guys from getting bored of me tying the same one. Have I gone hunting? No, not this year. I wanted to go morel hunting, but I wanted to go fishing worse, so I ended up going fishing and didn't end up going looking for them morels. I mean, I poked around a few trees every now and then when I went fishing, but I didn't go walking through the woods or nothing like that. And when I did, man, I'm so focused on fishing, it's hard for me to do anything else because I fish all year round and I'm ate up with it. Completely ate up with fishing. You know why I couldn't be a fishing guide? I couldn't be a fishing guide because there's no way in hell I could just pass the fishing pole off, guys. I couldn't do it. You guys let me know where to catch trout at. In Oklahoma, if you're fishing for trout, we don't get thick enough ice to have to ice fish here. What was that question? I lost it. What am I working on? Tying crappie jigs for a kids fishing tournament for prizes for the winners in the fishing contest. Caitlin, we do need to take you fishing. What am I working on? I don't know where you're at, Cool Ridge boys. But if you're around Oklahoma, you'll have to probably wait until, well, for a fact, you'll have to either go to, they have a few places that have trout year-round. I don't exactly know the water places that have the trout year-round, or the creeks or rivers. But they have, like, stock lakes all over the place. Yep, that was Kai. Caitlin, did you know she's in college now? Kylie's in freaking college. Isn't that crazy? New to fishing, can't catch any fish. My local pond has a little bit, and I saw dead catfish, about like 2 or 3 pounds. Just can't catch one. Well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Walmart. This is a size 14 hook. I'd get it a little bit bigger and get a long shank hook. Go to your Walmart and get you some, like, probably size 12 hooks, and buy you a can of night crawlers. And I'm not kidding you. If you don't overdo it and use too heavy of fishing gear, this part's going to be fun. You're going to go and you're going to get you a bobber, some hooks, and some weights, and you're going to go catch some perch, some bluegill. And then you can watch some of my videos, and I show how to make flapper baits and how I make cut bait out of bluegill or shad or anything else. And then you'll use that cut bait. And if you're fishing in a pond, I recommend either first thing in the morning, like before 10 o'clock, depending on where you're at in the country, you might get away with 11. The further up north you are, the later in the day you can get away with that. Here in Oklahoma, by 11 o'clock, it's getting pretty hot outside, and fishing when it's hot outside is no bueno. Fish don't like it. I don't like it. or the catfish don't like it, I should say. Bass and perch, the bass bite will slow down, the perch bite will slow down, and you can drift for catfish, but you're new to it, so I'm assuming you're fishing from the bank and you're talking about a pond. First thing in the morning, before 10 o'clock, like we'll say 5 to 10 o'clock, and then in the evening, we're going to say 7 to 9. Or 7 until sundown. And that's fishing in a pond. So when it's cold, I should go try my luck. I like cold weather catfishing. It's not for everybody. But I like it. I've caught some of my biggest catfish in the wintertime. Matter of fact, last February, whatever day Valentine's is, like the 14th or 15th or something like that, I was fishing. Me, my wife, and our friend David, we were fishing out on this river, and I had these shad that were about 12 inches long, and I threw out a Hail Mary. I threw out a whole one. And let me see if I can fix this real quick, guys. Of course, this many people on the live and my crap would start messing up. There it goes. Need to put some super glue on that or something. Anyway, I threw out a Hail Mary, and I threw out one of those shad whole, and usually in the wintertime I prefer a smaller bait. Fish's metabolism has slowed down. But they also get more opportunistic, which means that they'll bite. They're more readily to bite on whatever bait you're throwing when they are biting. They're not as picky as they can be in the summertime. And anyway, I threw out a Hail Mary, and I threw out a whole shad, and I caught a 43-pound blue cat. And so some of my better catfish have actually been caught when nobody else would dare to be on the water. Hey Wildcat, what's up? I appreciate it. Guys, if you're just now tuning in, we're tying jigs for a donation. There's a kids fishing derby going on here in my home state, or my state, Oklahoma. And it's called Parenting Done Right. It's on Facebook, and it's a kids fishing derby. It lasts a month. And we're tying prizes for the fishing derby. And there's 10 winners. But I'm just going to send enough jigs that all 10 kids that win end up with some of my jigs in their hands, because I think that'd be pretty cool. And right now I'm tying them my favorite pattern. I'm going to send them we got to tie like 40 jigs. But that's all right, though. That's all right. Dead one next to a bunch of rocks. Yeah, so catfish like rocks. They also like down trees, so if there's timber in the water or trees in the water, definitely target structure. If you're fishing a wide open pond and there's no structure in the pond, that can make them harder to catch because they'll be spread out or roaming. If you can pinpoint their location by structure that you can see on top of the water, or is known structure on the bottom of the water, then that's a good way to target catfish and really any other species of fish. They all like structure to some degree. Owen Underwood, there's your shout out, brother. Full of timber. Well, that too much structure can also make it hard to target fish. I'll tell you the best way for catching, or not the best way. One of my favorite ways to catch catfish in a pond is there's a saying in fishing. It's called action draws action. And so if you're fishing with the bobber and you're catching a bunch of bluegill and there are catfish in the pond, that surface commotion will spark the interest of those catfish. And if there are a bunch of catfish in there, or there are catfish that are in there that are hungry, eventually just fishing for those bluegill, those catfish will get nosy or want to go over there and eat too. And so they'll end up over there, and you'll end up catching them while you're fishing for the bluegill. And catching catfish on light gear, ultra light gear I should say, is a blast. No, I've never really got to fish for the bowfin. There may have been bowfin in bodies of water that I fished, but I didn't know if I was fishing somewhere where there was bowfin. But I do want to go fishing for bowfin. But right now, I'm going to circle back around on the freshwater. I'm traveling somewhere to go catch a fish. Mike Outdoors, I'm going after, I want to go out of the country, or I want to go to Florida. Me and my wife have been pondering different places to go next. We went to Costa Rica this past winter. We caught tuna and miscellaneous fish from the beach. We caught tuna, sailfish, and stuff like that. But I really want to catch a Goliath grouper, a Grand Trevally, which that's out of the question for now too, because it's like 40-hour flight to go to Africa where the Grand Trevally is, or GT as they call them. There are a multitude of fish that I want to go catch, but I'm trying to focus on the ocean fish right now, knock them off the bucket list, and then. But we are going to circle back around. There are a lot of freshwater species that I want to tackle or challenge myself to catch. We are going to have big changes coming to the boat, guys. Hey, if you guys haven't already, please do me a favor. Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're doing this. We're donating all these lures to Kids Fishing Derby. So we're literally trying to put a smile on a bunch of kids' faces, build their confidence in fishing, and we're doing this all right out of the pocket, guys. I'm glad you guys are all here to join me. While I'm doing this, I really appreciate it. I really do. If you want to catch grouper, go over reef. If you want to catch sea bass, there's a high possibility of species of grouper. I would suggest Florida. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in Florida. I don't exactly know when. I don't remember the date, but I'm going to be in Florida in like 6 or 8 months. But then I don't know if I'm going to get to go grouper fishing then or not, but I would like to try to. I probably better pick up some overtime shifts if I want to do that. But me and the wife are planning on going somewhere. I don't know if we're going to go back to Costa Rica. I think we're going to go to North Carolina, actually. There are some cool fish in Costa Rica. I want to catch some mahi-mahi. I've never caught them either. We're just getting right down through there with these jigs. We're going to have to cut some more orange feathers in a minute. Thanks, Brandon J. I appreciate it. King tarpon is one I'd like to land. Heard they are hard to go after some peacock bass in Florida. Man, if I get around to going to any of them golf course ponds, I'd love to go after some peacock bass. I watch them videos. Those fish fight hard. And it seems like they'll eat about anything, but that could just be me thinking that. Sometimes those bass fishermen make it look easier than it is. But I see them all the time go catch those cichlids and stuff, and then they'll go hook one of those cichlids on a hook, and they'll just throw it out there, and they'll be like 3, 2, 1 and catch one. A clown knife fish is also something I'd like to catch. I think that's the only fish they say that can fight as hard backwards as it can going forwards. You guys, Southern Wildfin catches some freaking giants. That dude is a flathead machine. He catches a lot of all kinds of species of fish, but when it comes to flatheads, that dude is just keyed in on them flatheads. Florida has gators. Yeah, I wouldn't mind catching one of those either. I was in Costa Rica and I had a crocodile try to eat my swim bait. It's on my channel on one of my shorts. I was fishing in this creek, ripping this glide bait through there, a big old glide bait, about a 10-inch glide bait. I was fishing this creek that lets into the ocean, and this crocodile rolled and tried to get my glide bait. You guys, I have a white bass are moving up, or sand bass are moving up, or titled something like that, guys. But anyways, I use this jig and I go down to this creek, and this creek ain't nothing but maybe 1.5 feet deep. And I use these, I think these are, I don't remember, 1/16. No, these are 32nd. 1/32 ounce jig heads. And I cleaned house on the white bass, guys. It was pretty fun. Which, you know, white bass ain't hard to do, but I tell people that, and then they'll be like, well, I can't catch them. Well, you just got to be at the right place at the right time sometime. Because honestly, I can't go out every day and catch them either, but I just know that sometimes it's a good idea to go fishing in little bitty creeks, because when they're spawning, they'll go up in 6 inches of water if they can. And I fished that creek, and I'd planned on going back there and making a more in-depth video, because I was having so much fun catching fish that day. And that day taught me a lesson. I should have took my time and made an in-depth video that day, because since then that whole creek has been blown out and that lake has been flooded. And I'm sure that the white bass spawn is over, so I won't get to go back and make an in-depth video. I was in Nebraska. I had like a 25-pound flathead on, but it broke my rod and snapped off. Yeah, man, I've had bad luck breaking rods this year, so I feel your pain on that. I feel your pain. You guys, I'm not going to bore you guys to death with this same jig. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to count these. I want to get at least 10 done today. Hi, Lisa Hamilton. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to tie 4 more of these jigs. And then we're going to get on to, these are the Orange Crush 'em series, which if you guys don't know, they're on my Shopify at ThatDamFishingGuy.com. Yeah, we're going to tie 4 more of these, and then we're going to tie the Murder Hornet. And this will be the first edition of the Murder Hornet with eyes, and so I'm going to be pretty stoked about that. And Caitlin, if you're still in here, that's the jig that you're going to want to frame. This jig and that jig are the jigs that I've caught the most fish on. And that's why I picked these 2 colors to give away in this Parenting Done Right fishing derby. It's because I want to give them jigs to build their confidence, and they're literally the 2 jigs that I've caught the most fish on. That feather was kind of thin, so we're going to add in a 3rd vein. You guys, believe it or not, we tried to raffle off some of these jigs last time. Like, every dollar got you an entry or something like that. And nobody was hitting on that. We might have to do that again one of these days. And we were tying like 20 jigs. So every dollar earned you 20 jigs. 40. That's $50 worth of jigs. And we were doing a live giveaway or a live raffle, and I was surprised it didn't hit. Also, if you guys are new here, I think we're like 450 watch hours away from being monetized, which is crazy. We've already made it past the first threshold, which is like 3,000 watch hours. I think as of this morning, we were at 3,446, to be exact, I think. That might have been yesterday's watch hours. I don't remember. Well, I appreciate it. If you guys are in Oklahoma, you should enter your guys' kids in that Parenting Done Right. It's like a... I'll have to ask my wife, and I'll make a post about it. Make a post about it on YouTube. If you guys are from Oklahoma, you should definitely enter your kids in it. It's a cool way to get them into fishing, and it's just a neat contest. They get to win prizes and stuff like that. Yep, they grow up so quick. Too quick, really. I can't believe Camry's already turning 6. She lost her first tooth. She needs to get another one out, but... Celestin Conda, bro, I want to share screen like you. I don't know what that means, but... What's up, brother? Jason LOL, what's up? All right, let's burn through these last couple jigs. We got 3 more to tie. Then we're going to switch over to that murder hornet. What's up, Batman? Yep, and we are officially need to clip some more feathers. So for you guys that are just now tuning in, this would be a good time if you're interested in learning to tie jigs. This would be a good way for me to show you what I'm doing here. I just take these feathers and I cut this top part off, toss it to the trash, and we're going to go about 3/8 to 1/2 of an inch. And we're just going to snip out some sections of feather and let them fall to the table. These are a little bit long. That feather was a little bit longer. Like the strands of Anyway, I'll just show you guys in the video. You want to get these all going the right way before you clip out the top. Clip it out, off to the side. And again, we're just going to burn through these. We don't need that many more. I might have already cut enough, but we're going to go ahead and use them up anyways. All right, so I like to use that, I like to do 2 coats on my jigs, a top coat and a bottom coat, and I like the undercoat to be black because it makes the top coat pop more once it gets wet. It gives it more contrast, and it like I don't know how to explain it. It like gives it shadow, gives it depth instead of just being all bright orange with big old eyeballs on there. When we open the pool, I'm gonna put them in the water and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is my favorite jig, the Orange Crush'em series with the black in there. They are my favorite. I've caught the most fish hands down on those jigs. Weston Outdoors. Yeah, I think I started tying about a year ago too, or it might have been a year and a half ago now. I don't really know, but time slips by me pretty quickly. But just watch a bunch of YouTube videos. There's a guy named Ruben Flores. He was the guy that actually inspired me to start tying jigs. And if you don't know a lot, he can teach you a lot. And yeah, he's a good dude. He literally, it's pretty cool, man. He got his jigs inside of shills. They're now selling his jigs inside of shills. So that's pretty cool. Operators, get that out of there. Happily married. And love my wife. And SNR, you are out. Caitlin, moderate. Thank you. I started tying when I was 4 once. I got down the bunny ears. Caitlin, you're silly. All right. Thank you, Weston. Something going on with my string here. Dang it, now I lost count of how many jigs I had. What's up, Outdoor Edits? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. All right, this will be the last one of this style, and then we're going to move on to the old murder hornet. What's up, 200 Phoenix, IQ Phoenix? Kermigs, what's up? I used to tie this same pattern and I didn't put the that black coat underneath there. I promise you guys, ever since I started putting it on there, it makes... I still caught fish when it was just plain orange, but it's better with the black. I should have really been counting how many feathers I was cutting up. I cut up way too much. Someone moderate for me, get rid of OG. We are solely here to talk about fishing, guys. Fishing, tying jigs, catching fish, catfish, rigs. And that's it, guys. No goofy stuff, no silly stuff. We don't have time for that crap. You guys wait till you see this murder hornet pattern, guys. Again, if you guys haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I know I'm wearing that line out, but some of you guys are just tuning in. Caitlin, yeah, but you're one of the kids, you know. It's different when you get random people that you don't know on here, and it's kind of weird, you know. They're from somewhere around the country, and that's just, you know, that's just weird. This is a fishing channel, not a romance freaking channel or some crap. All right, some of these I'll have to trim up, guys. Like the feathers, they'll vary in length, and so you can see some of the ones I tied earlier on, the feathers are shorter. If I can get it, hold it up right. And so I'm not going to do every single one of them on camera. I'll do them after I get done with the video. But I just go through there and just trim them up a little bit like that. So we got 10 of those. I might bore you with 10 more of those again tomorrow, guys. But right now, we are going to put these feathers up. And we're going to switch to the murder hornet. If I was a fish, this is the jig that I would pick. But they like this Orange Crush 'em series too, so. They like this Grabber Green jig that I tie too. They like it pretty good. Let's tie with these ones. You guys just bear with me. We're going to go through here and cut off some of this. We're going to cut off some of these keepers. Just 10 of them. I won't make you guys hang out for that either. 2, 3, Let me see what color these other ones are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Well, if you're just starting fishing, to build your confidence, I always point everybody in the same direction. Fishing lakes, I'm still going to point you in the same direction. Night crawlers and a bobber. And the reason I'm going to point you in that direction is because build your confidence with the easiest method first and then work your way to more advanced methods. If you start out trying to do something that's really advanced, it may kill it for you before you ever get the feel for it, and you may have really enjoyed the sport. So always start with something that's going to build your confidence, like catching perch or bluegill, and then work your way up. A bobber and a split shot and like a size 12 hook, and fish around rocks and trees, and yeah. And eventually, or likely, you will stumble into a catfish while you're doing that, and you'll have so much fun that you'll be doing it. My brother called bobbers hooker balls. I mean, kind of. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. You can go to Walmart and buy all that stuff. Oh, Wally World, or Sam's Club. If you bulk order stuff on Sam's Club, or not Sam's Club, but Amazon, you'll get a better deal on it. But start out light, 6-pound fishing test, 6-pound test fishing line. Yeah. And if you catch a big fish, don't try to ski him across the top of the water. Yeah, my website, we ain't got the bobbers on there yet or nothing like that, but we got crappie jigs on there and we got catfish rigs on there. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then check out my page. Let's see what I did with these feathers, guys. And I gotta find my chenille. There it is. Almost out of that color. I'm gonna have to get some more probably before I get done doing these jigs. Probably gonna have to order some more. Don't know that I quite got enough for 40. Or I guess 20. We'll see. We will see. We need one more black feather. I guess I should really keep that orange out too. UV. Are night crawlers the live worms? Yes. Yep. Alright guys, we're going to go back through here. Again, we're using an undercoat. And we're just going to go through there. 3/8 sections to 1/2 inch. Just whatever really. Just close to that. Just try to keep them all even, about the same size, roughly. Cut that part off, throw it away, guys. Don't need it. Then when you pull this up, you guys can see there, you can see that vein. That makes it so easy to attach it to the hook. I used to be on the struggle bus tying these feather jigs. But this way is so much quicker. And you got that vein that you're tying to, so it's these feathers aren't going anywhere. They are there to stay. Well, I'm glad this many people tuned in because I really thought YouTube was starting to hate me. If you guys are interested in seeing me rig out a small John boat, you guys let me know. we can go live and I can fabricate some rod holders and yeah, I can show you how I would rig out a small John boat. Yeah, well, we'll have that coming up on the channel then here pretty quick, you guys. Not today, though. Not today. All right, guys, let's get right into this murder hornet pattern. Bumblebee was already taken because of transformers, so we're going murder hornet. Don't want to get copyrighted, you know what I mean? The guy that actually sells this chenille, he's gonna he's already selling, actually. He's selling this orange with the black in it like this. And so I can't wait to get my hands on some of it. When we do, we'll be definitely tying some jigs with it. And I'm excited to fish with them as well. Super excited. And I haven't got to even try this pattern with eyeballs. I've just been using the plain round black jig heads. And so I'll be excited about that too. All right, let's get some of this off of here. Guys, this stuff is kind of expensive. I don't want to run out of it, so I'm not going to even cut it. Usually, like the cheaper chenilles, I'll just cut them off in like 10-inch sections or 12-inch sections, and I'll tie jigs. Then when I run out, I'll have like 2 inches of this chenille left over. With the more expensive stuff, I just unroll it off the card and then leave it like that, so that way I don't have any waste. Oh yeah, wait till you guys see this jig. Like I said, if I was a fish, I would pick this jig every day. I'd have more lip piercings than a punk rock teenager in a freaking rock band. Wait until you see this sucker. And that right there, guys, is the murder hornet. With that, I didn't really pick up that good on camera, but there's black in there. When it gets wet, you'll be able to see it a lot better coming through the yellow, and it just defines it and makes it so much better. Tony Buckeye, thank you. Daylina, my favorite jig. My favorite jig is the orange crush 'em jig, but only because it catches me the most fish, not because it's the best looking jig. If I had to pick a jig off of looks, it would be the murder hornet. That's just my favorite one right there. All right, let's tie up a few more of those. We got 9 more to tie up, actually. So if these sell for $2.50 each, someone do the math for me. And we're putting 4 in each box. That is $10 per box. I almost started off with the wrong step. I need to quit thinking about math and worry about tying jigs. They're getting a pretty good value, guys. And we're, like I said, every winner of the contest or the tournament, there will be 10 winners, I think, is what they did last year. And so we're literally tying enough that every kid gets some jigs in their box. And they're going to get catfish rigs too, a pack of catfish rigs. So they will be set up and ready to go. And that's pretty cool. That thread's not wanting to cooperate with me. I might have to change it out or something. Clean my bobbin or something, I don't know. Joey Roush, thank you. We're gonna try. There's a guy selling some rubber for making slab tail jigs. And at some point, we're gonna buy some of that too. I want to get into that too. I'd like to tie my own slab tails. Like I could make a murder hornet pattern slab tail, orange crush 'em, a grabber green, and just do the jigs that I already tie and make a slab tail version or edition of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Feather jigs have definitely became my favorite though. I tied a lot of bucktails when I first started tying jigs, and the longer I tied jigs and the more I played around with them, the harder I lean towards these feather jigs, guys. Feather jigs are just, they're nice, and you could trim them up and make them look even better, or trim them up and give them a smaller profile. Two people, let them go, Caitlin. It'll be all right.
You're not filming?
What? I am.
What? Oh, I didn't see the film. It was born underneath the light.
What brand of ice is that? Dr. Fish Fly Ice or something like that. You guys, it was like, I bought it as a kit, and so it came with a bunch of stuff, but more or less everything but these colored feathers and some jig heads it came with. And you can buy a really nice vise or whatever, and I probably will at some point. What's up, Caden? I'll tell Kylie you said hi here in a minute, Caitlin. But anyhow, guys, this Dr. Fish Fly tying vise or whatever, I want to say it was 124 bucks, but I could be way off because I don't remember. It's been like a year and a half. But anyways, this vise has been a really good one, guys. Affordable. It just works every day. It's been tying jigs for me, thousands of jigs for quite some time now, and it's worked just flawlessly. There are a lot of expensive options out there, but unless you're planning on doing this and turning it into a business, I would say that this is just fine for about 99% of anything that any crappie fisherman, white bass fisherman, hybrid, striper, largemouth, walleye, any of that stuff, guys. If you're just doing it for yourself or for you and your family and friends, this vise will do it. If you want to sell jigs, you can do it with this vise. I've done it. I sold 60 jigs to a guy one time. One guy wanted 60 jigs of the same pattern. There we go, another murder hornet down. We're getting through them, guys. Your first live? Well, what's up? If you haven't, I appreciate if you subscribed. We tie jigs and we go fishing. And I don't want you to get the misconception that this is a crappie fishing channel. We do go fishing for crappie, but we go fishing for crappie to use them for catfish bait.
Will you come watch? After?
Yeah, after I'm done.
I think I spent a little too much on water balloons.
Caitlin said hi. Caitlin, here's Carly.
I think I went a little bit overboard.
Did you?
I got that giant tub, the black and yellow tubs.
Yeah.
Got one of those and both your ice chests from out front.
All of them's full?
Yeah. I spent $53 on water balloons.
Guys, we're gonna have to, how much?
$53?
On water balloons?
Maybe.
Girl.
It was her fault.
This is what they
It was
really.
her fault. I wasn't.
This is
only
what
gonna
they
spend
really wanna
40, but
see.
She wanted the grenade one. For
They
that
remember.
$15.
Do they remember her?
No, they don't remember Rose. I think most of them are new. Caitlin might remember Rose. We should let you come over. I'm a good kid, and I'll sweep your floors. Caitlin, let me talk to Tiffany once we get off this live, and we'll see, all right? Yeah, Rose is a good cat. Girls, I have to tie up. I got, let's see,
Oh, they're waiting on us.
5. I got 6 jigs left to tie up. I got 6.
Carmen.
Let me tie 6 more jigs. Guys, we got to hurry up and burn through these last 6 jigs. The girls want me to come out there and do a water balloon fight or something. So I got to hurry up.
Call them. Call them.
No, I don't have my phone. It's at Grandma's.
Oh, get that out of there.
Oh, look what I did. It looks like it's bleeding, but it's not.
What'd you do? Look what I did today.
You dumb.
Yeah, I hit myself in the face with a clamp. You think that's funny?
Yes. Yes, we do.
These girls are mean, guys.
Oh, dang.
Not today. We're not going fishing today. We're gonna go have a water balloon fight. Me and my wife are going fishing tomorrow at a creek. We're gonna go fishing for some flatheads, and we might take you guys along to go catch some bait, or we might just tune you in for the catfish. I don't know yet. Another murder hornet down. Carly, give me a little bit of elbow room.
If you don't hurry up.
I am hurrying. We still have to maintain quality here, so.
Quality. It's always about quality.
It is always about quality.
Ow, I just almost fell.
Hey, quit growling like a weirdo.
Girl,
She
be
is
so
a
rude.
weirdo. What do you mean?
Cutesy and demure. Cutesy and demure.
Carly, and nobody cutesy and demure. Especially not you.
Except me. 'Cause I'm
Especially not you.
No, especially me.
Who is it?
If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing.
Have I started?
We're rounding towards the end of this live. The kids want me to come and join them. And so we're going to go ahead and just tie up a few more jigs. And then we are going to... Get out of my ear. And anyway, we're going to... Stop, Carly.
Okay, fine.
Stop. You can act like a crackhead when it's your turn. She didn't like that.
You just called yourself a
You don't
crackhead,
have to
and that's
act normal.
offensive.
What do you
And
mean?
you have a feather on
Okay,
your neck.
back it up.
Oh, I
Anyway,
thought that was a gray hair.
anyway, we got these girls harassing me.
So I'm gonna cry. Mimi's really lonely. I know.
Mimi's out there?
We forced her to. She waited on to do the water balloons. She said, "Where are they? Did they?"
Anyway, we're donating these to a kids fishing derby.
How many more?
You don't see a thing. Yeah, they hiding over here off to the side messing with me.
I'll be right back. Hope you don't miss me too much.
Ain't nobody gonna miss you that much. I
Everybody hope
promise
Caden gets well.
Hello? What?
Yeah, they're just elegantly watching. Not these girls.
Carly says, "I hope you didn't miss me too much while I was gone." I was like, "Girl, no one misses me."
Well, that ain't no good.
What?
Apparently, Caden broke his arm and his leg.
Caden, more?
I don't know.
No, hopefully not.
That's live. It's
So?
not edited.
So? It's spelled different.
So everybody's gonna know you still like him.
His pants are on. No, because I don't want him stalking him. Because then, like,
First fish on Sunday. That's pretty cool.
just move your body.
Guys, we're going to wrap it up on this one. If you guys would like to see more jig tying tomorrow and in the future, go ahead and subscribe and make sure to hit that bell for the notification. And if you want to listen to more of this nonsense from these girls, be sure to tune in. Every now and then they make a celebrity appearance on one of my videos.
Don't call Carly a celebrity. She will take it literally.
Yeah, it will go straight to her head, won't it?
Yes.
She's choking me.
No, I'm not. I went like this.
I missed some.
Caitlin? No, how about you just text Tiffany and then see if you can come over or whatever, and then yeah, we'll do that.
Just move your body.
You ain't got to help pick up no balloons to come over here.
But you do.
Bullshit. All right, guys, I'm out, y'all. You guys have a good one.
Don't miss me.